Oh, hello there. Hey guys, what's going on? You caught me in the middle of a little ditty. I really like that song. It medically fills me. But Beakman's World is totally better than Bill Nye the Science Guy. You've been warned.
Though I know I should be wary, still I venture someplace scary. Ghostly haunting, I turn loose. Beetlejuice! Beetlejuice! Beetlejuice!
Oh, welcome everybody now and temporally in the future. What's going on? Memes here. So, this totally came up when we were talking about Babylon 5 on Fat Steven Seagal's channel a little bit earlier. And all of a sudden, it's like somebody said Bill Nye, and I'm like, Beakman was totally better. And that made me think about it. I'm like, why was Beakman better? From what I remember, it was the delivery. There was something going on. Let's actually take a look. Oh, what's this?
Seen it. What is it?
Oh, something
You
broke.
okay, Don? Yeah, I guess
Says
so.
Penguin.
What do you think of this channel?
They're
Well, my
totally
feet are warm.
again.
And now, the one you've heard about, the one you've been waiting for, the quarterback of questions, the King Kong of knowledge, the
Turn down a little
Titan
bit.
of
It hurts my
discovery,
ears.
the giantest of scientists,
Oh my God.
the Elvis of experimentation,
It's totally
the
pro wrestling
Beakman
science.
himself. Ladies and gentlemen, we give you the one and only
Me, Beakman, and you've just broken into Beakman's World.
Mind blown. Oh, look, he is here. Okay. That's it. That's going into the intro, but long story short, I think that's the point that got me. Because I also like pro wrestling. And from what I remember of that, I'm like, all right, if I was a much younger memes, that would totally impact me. And I started thinking, I'm like, all right, what was the actual deal with Beakman's World as well? So we go back to the other window as well. You have to do it the other way. As we can see here, the Google tabs. We're over at Beakman's World. Oh, look at. Oh my God. He became the governor of New York? The former governor? Oh, I think that's somebody else. Paul Zalzoom as Beakman. Mark Ritz as Lester. Alana Ubach as Josie. Santana Moses as Phoebe. Eliza Schneider as Liza. And then Gene Stampton, I think that was Roy or Ray or something, the cameraman. Oh, they went through several assists. I mostly remember Liza. Because I think, okay, they had her that they kind of look a little bit alike, I guess. And I don't think I really watched season 4. Why do I say this? Beakman's World is an American educational children's television program. The program is based on the Universal Press syndicated comic strip. I think that explains why I like it. It's totally a comic strip, so they made it very entertaining and everything. It probably also was the fart jokes as well, because that actually is referenced in the Wikipedia article and everything. Shout out to my patrons, Joe Franco and Dave M. This broadcast is helped made possible by viewers like you. I see you there as well, the Ranged Lunatic, as well as Nolan. Good to see you guys as all. But this really totally brought back some memories for me. And as you can see, basically they make a lot of jokes. It's essentially like Bill Nye, whatever. Bill Nye did a bunch of science and everything. I apparently he's not necessarily a scientist. I think he's an engineer. Seems like a pretty smart guy, but I just feel like it just seemed a lot more scripted and everything. I realize I'm talking about basically a satirical comic strip with a dude in a fursuit, and you got Liza, and I actually no, excuse me, Lester. I apologize. Oh my God, I misspecies them as well. Technically, I don't think he's a furry, but I believe it's what was it? He was sometimes implied his character was actually supposed to be a rat because initially he started off as a puppet, and then he changed his eigen state to a dude in a rat suit. So he was totally an early furry as well. I'm just saying this stuff is everywhere, folks. Don't let pretty much anything surprise you at this point. But what else did we have? But this particularly maybe was just because I was doing other stuff and things at the time. But I just remember Beakman's World. It totally taught me a whole bunch of stuff. What were some of the stuff that things? Rain. Beakmania, and volcanoes. I mean, that sounds really cool because it has volcanoes in it. Gravity, Beakmania, and well, they use Beakmania a lot. I feel like, yeah, I think maybe that was overused as well. Maybe they were seeding an early algorithm. I don't. Earwax, Beakmania, and rocket engines. I'm not gonna lie, that totally would interest me, especially when I see that coming up. I see you there, Blacksmith. Well, now here's the thing: we each have our own opinion, but for me, it was like this dude comes out with a pro wrestling intro like that, and all of a sudden he like eats a planet, and they're showing all these, and actually, technically, now I think about it, that was actually a lattice. It looked like a lattice of planets. Perhaps some may say universe I. I'm just saying that. Oh, Wookie, I totally agree with you. Beakman was freaking awesome. And they're doing a rat suit, and it had like a very energetic assistant that was always there and everything. And just the presentation. I think that's what I want to be. I think that actually was what I wanted to be. I want to be Beakman when I grow up. Technically, I think I need to grow up now because I think I can actually do something like that. I have the Eigen Rangers channel. I totally need to do that because science is fun. I think it's the only thing that could really get us out of this mess. Because at the moment, I believe God rest his soul. I am unsure on that, but there was one man that could get us out of this. It'll be this man right
Go ahead, whack it.
Oh my god.
1,000 pieces.
Mr. Wizard himself, the OG science dude that literally was like Mr. Rogers, except it's like, all right, instead of sharing our feelings, I'm going to share the properties of metal and liquid nitrogen with you. Whack it with a hammer, Billy. Oh my god, dude, I'm pretty sure I would get up early in the morning, maybe like 5 o'clock in the morning. I think I'm exaggerating. But dude, to watch Mr. Wizard work, it was a thing of beauty. It just totally drew me in. But ultimately, what it all comes down to is science. And it's not just back in the day where you see a show once a week where it's like, all right, that's really cool. How the heck does it work? Well, we have YouTube. We have the Internet of Stuff and Things itself. And we also have wonderful tools such as, I don't know, Wolfram Alpha. And if you notice at the beginning of the intro to his show, they had that little, what was it? E divided by I. That's Euler's number divided by I, which is technically the square root of -1. Why is it every time I put that to the factor of 5n, this like 0.06, negative in this form, but then technically, why does this keep popping up? Please, somebody help me. But that's all I got for right now, folks. So, thank you all for watching. Peace out, everybody. And again, we gotta remember.
Is that a joke?
That was a wrong clip. Here.
Come on and get your log. Everyone needs a log. Come on and get your log. Everyone needs a log. Log from Blammo.
Those are also very useful. I should totally learn them. Thank you, Jen. Peace out, everybody.
Have you guys checked out the Memes of Destruction's channel? He's an interesting dude. I like him.